Most guys in the gym stay small and weak because they're chasing the wrong thing. They're chasing the pump training, they're training to burn the muscles, and they're looking to have these crazy workouts, to sweat a lot, multiple reps, multiple sets, to destroy their bodies. And they think this will build them muscle, this will build them strength. But no, this does not mean muscle growth stimulus. Muscle growth stimulus has nothing to do to the pump that you have, or if your muscles are burning, or if you're out of breath after your training. The real goal should be force and recovery. You need to produce as much force as possible, and you need to recover faster than anyone else if you want to build as much muscle and strength possible. And what influences force production is range of motion, exercise selection, rest between sets, technique proficiency. All of these things will determine how much force you can produce. Example, you have leg press versus squatting on a Bosu ball. Of course, in the leg press, you'll be able to produce as much force as possible compared to doing a squat in a Bosu ball. And this will determine how much muscle you can build. Of course, doing squat on a Bosu ball has its own use. If you're an athlete, basketball athlete, you may need some work of that type. But if you want to build as much muscle and strength as possible, you need to be careful with exercise selection and everything else here that I just said. And I made a guide. It's free. This will help you with understand more about force, exercise selection, things that you need to build as much muscle as possible, some rules that you could follow, and also it has workout split examples that you could follow if you're a beginner or intermediate or you're kind of lost with your training program. It's free. It will be down in the description below. And then you have recovery. Recovery is influenced by diet, sleep, enough calories, lifestyle, and priorities. So if you want to recover as fast as possible, you want to maximize these things. If you do these two things correctly, you'll build muscle and strength. And also you'll get healthier if you get these things dialed in. And that's what I'm all about. Getting healthier, getting stronger, building more muscle, having more energy, and feeling great. The problem is that most people are doing the opposite. They walk into the gym and think, how tired can I make myself today? They even do this unconsciously. They go to the gym with the goal of destroying their muscles, doing more and more and more and more. They don't rest properly between sets. They think doing more and more and more is better. And what I'm going to do today, a lot of people go to the gym, they're lost. They don't know if they should do 10 kilograms or 20 kilograms because they don't track anything. They don't know if they should do less weight, more weight, what exercise they should start with. They go to the gym and they're lost. And this is better than doing nothing, to be honest. It's better to go to the gym, do something, even if it's not that great, than not doing nothing. And the real question should be, how much productive work can I put today? Should I do more? Should I do less? Maybe this exercise has a better stimulus. Maybe this exercise is more stable. It could help me with this certain muscle that I want to grow. Can I beat last week's numbers doing one more rep, one more kilogram? This, in the long run, will make a lot of impact. I have to follow the plan. This is crucial. A lot of people cannot follow the exact same program for 3 months straight. And the problem, most of the time, will not be the split, but your ability to execute the plan. Are you doing progressive overload? It is your execution getting better. It is your range of motion getting better. These are the real questions that you should be asking in a workout plan. Don't change your workout plan for the next 3 months. Just focus on getting stronger, executing better, having bigger range of motion. This has more impact than the best split in the world, or the best exercises, or the best machines in the world. So the problem most of the time will not be the plan, but how you execute the plan. And this is why you need someone who knows how to help you out with this. So if you're interested, coaching down in the description. If you don't make any progress by working with me, I'll give you a full refund. Now, 2 examples here, the gym bro versus the guy who trains properly. So your average gym bro, they'll do 4 to 5 chest exercises in a single session, 3 fly variations, drop sets, 1 minute rest between sets, because they think if they rest more, their body will cool down and the gains will be less for some reason. Supersets, burnout sets, and they end the workout and they cannot even move their arms, and they think that's good. And then on the long run, they wonder why they're still small. If you're a beginner or intermediate, whatever you do, you'll see progress. Even if you train bad, to be honest. Even if you always doing these bullshits, drop sets, 20 exercises for chest, and so on. In the beginning, you'll see progress. And this is how the average gym bro looks. They have an okay chest, okay arm, their legs are small, they have high body fat, and they stay like this forever. There are a person that you look at and say, okay, they go to the gym, but they probably don't take things that seriously. They don't have physique that you'll say, whoa, I want to be like that, or they're not that strong at all. And then you have the guy who trains properly. They do 2 chest exercises, 2 to 3 sets, RPE 8 to 9. They rest very well between sets. They hit chest 2 to 3 times a week, which means more productive chest workouts throughout the year. Don't forget, this is important. You should be looking things at the macro. In a whole year, how much productive work you can do, how much you progress, not just in 1 or 2 months. Progressive overload, reps, weights, sets. They are worried about this, to do more over time. And by the end of the workout, they are okay. The muscles feel stimulated and they have some pain, but they're not dead. And they usually can do the same workout in 48 hours. So now, this is how things basically work. Here you have the training stimulus. You train, your performance will go down temporarily and you recover and you become stronger. You have the overcompensation or supercompensation and you get stronger, and then the thing repeats again. It's basically how things work. But I believe there's 2 cases here. There are the guys who train and they create fatigue, the performance goes down, and they don't allow their bodies to recover, and they keep doing more workouts, they keep pushing harder, and this is what happens. They go down and up, and they never have this super compensation when they become way stronger. They may rest a bit and then they give another stimulus, and they keep like this for years to come. They never achieve their true potential because they're doing way too much. And if you're a beginner, like I said, this may not be true. But as you become a beginner to advanced, this will happen. And then you have the other guys who start here, they train, the performance goes down, they recover well, but the problem is that they become stronger, but the stimulus stays the same as in the beginning. And when you do this, your body has no reason to grow. There's no reason to adapt. So your strength stays the same. Your body doesn't change because you're not doing more. And I think most of guys, especially those who are starting, have this problem. They're doing way too less because they don't track things and they don't know about the things. So that's normal. One thing you need to put in your mind is that every set you do has a cost. Every set creates fatigue. At some point, you're creating more fatigue than stimulus if you're always doing more, and more. And that's where people get stuck because they're doing way too much. They're adding more work, more volume, more exercises, but they're not adding more productive work. And this is the important thing. You need to be productive with your workout. You cannot just do more, add more. This on the long run will not be great. You should be thinking about what is the right dose of stimulus that I can give today so I can recover properly for the next session. Should I do less weight today? Am I tired? All of these things will influence how productive your workout will be. And most guys are just digging a deeper recovery hole, and you don't want that. I've been through that and it sucks. Now, strength and muscle. More strength equals more muscle. Yes and no. You can have this guy who is smaller but way stronger than this guy who has way more muscle. But one thing that you should put in your mind or you should consider is that Strength is one of the easiest ways to know if you're actually progressing, especially as a beginner and intermediate. When you become advanced, things are a bit different. But if you don't know if you're building muscle or not, look at the numbers. If you're doing more weight, more reps, yeah, you're building muscle. That's a sign that you are building muscle. And we have a problem here. Why do you think most guys stay the same? Look at their numbers. They will be curling 20 kilograms for 2 years straight for the same amount of reps and sets. They worry just about the burn and the pump in the muscle. They want to take the pictures, make the videos for their arms to look big. But their arms will stay the same for the years to come. What you should be worrying is getting stronger. You should be improving execution, range of motion, all of that. More reps, more weight, better execution. Something should be moving forward because muscle grows for a reason. They grow because they're forced to adapt. If you don't give your body a reason to adapt, the muscles will still the same. And that's why these guys will still have the same size in their arms because they're doing the 20 kilograms for 3 sets of 10 for years. And force is the key word. You want to do more weight. Like, if one thing that you want to add, I'd say add more weight. You can keep the reps the same and add more weight every single week. Now, recovery, the part nobody talks about. Everyone wants to know about the best exercises, what are the best variations, all of these things, but they forget about recovery. And one of the best things you can do for recovery, in my experience, and for what I know, is that being with your girl by the beach, having sun, eating good food, relaxing, this will be the best thing you can do for your central nervous system. Central nervous system recovery is more important than muscular recovery. You can be sore but still perform well. But if your CNS is destroyed, your muscles can be fresh, you'll not have the best execution. Your strength will not be there. And this will hinder your ability to build strength and muscle. So you should be worrying more about central nervous system fatigue than muscle fatigue. But if your central nervous system is recovering fast, there's a high chance your muscles are also recovering fast. So sleep, digestion, hormones, and diet will influence recovery. And recovery will determine how much energy production you have, your ability to produce energy, the output in the gym, how good your workouts will be, better stimulus, and execution, which will determine how much muscle and strength you can build. So recovery should be another thing that you should be worrying about. This is why I talk so much about the gut, hormones, and the nervous system in my videos, because they're very important and very few people talk about it. And this will speed up muscle growth. And I've done this with myself and with clients. And I'm going to leave here the 7-day biological upgrade protocol, which will help you build more energy, sleep better, all of these things that will influence your recovery. It will be in the description below. You can go get it, try it for 7 days. You can then send me a message or comment on one of my videos if it helped or not. And yeah, later on I could make the version 2 of this and of the muscle building mastery guide. And yeah, go down the description below. You can get it. See y'all in the next video.